Okay, I used the camera to get me some pretty good pictures of all those bearings, so I'm going to lift them off and place them in the box over here. Try to do it in such a way that I sort of keep track of how they came out, even by the way that I set them in the box. I might do some cleanup on aisle 3 here a little bit. I don't know if this back one will pop right off or not. Wouldn't hurt to see. That's the seal I was talking about right there. You can see in the back that rubber seal. That's a good looking seal. If you try to replace this, let me set this over here. I'll try to show you what I was talking about that rear main seal. If you were trying to replace that seal, see where that high spot is on that shaft, and right there, and then you'll notice that down here there's a seal and there's another ridge that rides on, and if you look on the other side you'll see a very similar deal. When that seal goes bad, I've laid under cars and known other people who've tried to put that seal in that shaft over that crankshaft and all without taking the crankshaft out, without taking the motor out. Yeah, let me tell you, that's not a fun 3 weeks of your life if you ever did that kind of thing. I had a buddy that had a Vega when they first came out with them little 4 cylinders in them. They was kind of notoriously bad for that back rear seal. That rear seal going bad, and they were a bear to try and replace. If I'm not mistaken, I believe those Vega engines might have unbolted down the center and split from side to side. I can't remember, but there was something different about them, and it wasn't good as far as, you know, keeping a dependable car running on the road. They were quite a pain in the neck. I think that was a 64 Vega or whatever. Yeah, right down. Yeah, that was not fun. So, anyway, that'll get a new seal before it goes back together, and a good one too. I'm not gonna put no cheap Chinese seal in that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, before I pick that up, I'm going to want to have a place ready to set it down. A protected spot where it won't get damaged. I think I'll get a nice towel and set it. I don't like that though. I need a better place than that. I actually need a box or something to set it in, someplace where I know it'll be safe. I'm going to have to give this some thought. I've got a little kind of a step stool over here that I could flip it over, put a towel on, and set it on that. I'm going to move y'all while I do that so that you can see what I'm about to do here. What I'm going to do is pick this crankshaft up and set it someplace safe. So I'm going to camera here, right here. I'm going to set y'all up here, and I'll put the crankshaft over here. I was online looking at a website the other day. I realized I was looking at Eric the Car Guy. Eric the Car Guy started out kind of similar to me, you know, and when I was on his channel, I thought, wow, this looks so professional. I mean, he's really come a long way. Of course, he's probably got, you know, a gazillion followers now, but he's such a nice guy. Way back a long time ago, you know, if I was working on something, I had a problem, or anybody did, he'd say, well, how do I fix this? I'd say, you go ask Eric, the car guy. Now he's got a really, really professional, nice channel. And it has that look, you know, like when you see something on YouTube and it looks like, wow, this is like television. I mean, it's just, the production values are amazing. Well, that's what his channel was like there. So I just thought that was cool, just to see him doing well. Awful nice guy with a lot of smarts. Did well for himself out there. I think a lot of people make a living with YouTube stuff, and I'm glad they do. I'm glad they can. I think it's awesome. So here's my bearings. And oh, don't they feel nice? They do. They feel real nice. I am going to want to take those out, because when I pressure wash this, I don't want them washing away. So the next thing to do is get that cam out, and they make a tool for that, you know, something with a handle that you can put on the end of that and pull it out. I don't have that tool. I don't know if I want to try to make one or what, but I might, this might be one of those places where I lay the camera down and consider what's next. Because once this block is empty, about the only thing left after that will be to go wash it and wait for parts to come. I'm not doing any machine work here. This is strictly an at-home do-it-yourself engine job, so I am going to replace cam. I use the same bearing. I'm going to use the same crankshaft. I'm going to use the same bearings down here, main bearings, same rod bearings. We're just going to clean it all up, put it back together. I'm going to put new rings, and I'm going to hone those cylinders. I'll go ahead and take this thing out now that I can.